That's right. We are back. Here's the Deal is back for 2026. And I just had to play a little ACDC to say because we are back. We are back in black, baby. So it's 2026. And like I said, we are moving on. We're really want to connect with our audience more this year than ever before, and provide that great video content that they deserve, because they deserve to have their stories told. The thing is, like I said, it's 30 seconds. It's the power of short video. Okay. And I think we all know people have shorter attention spans now. So, 30-second videos, kind of rule the internet. Modern viewers expect, concise, value first content. So that's the thing that we really need to focus on more this year. I think more than even, last year, is that creating video content for clients, especially something that's going to be sexy and pop, and it's going to, catch people's attention and give them the information they're looking for in the shorter attention span. It's going to be, more paramount this year than ever before, because most people prefer watching rather than reading when you're explaining or selling, what it is that you do. So I was research that according to HubSpot, short videos under 90 seconds have higher engagement and retention. Viewers watch more than drop off less. Again, that goes back to like people's attention spans are shorter. People are busier, things like that. So, doing videos that are 90 seconds or less are just going to grab people more. And like I said, the videos aren't going to tell the story. The videos aren't going to, be, the entire engagement, but you want to make something that entices your clients to say, hey, okay, or entices prospects to say, okay, I need to talk to them. So your mouth already knows the message, but we just have to make sure we catch that on camera. So that's going to be one of the things that we really need to focus on this year. And if you haven't really gotten into video content creation, that's where Here's the Deal comes in, because that's what we specialize in. So, because video isn't optional really anymore, it's really expected. Because if you look at all the different platforms and what the algorithms catch and things like that, according to HubSpot, also more than 89% of businesses are using video marketing now, and 93% of marketers say video provides a positive ROI. That's all according to HubSpot. So, not creating video content means that your competitors are already capturing eyeballs and leads that, they're one step ahead of you. So, I understand people have they're hesitant to get on video, but like I said, that's why we're here at Here's the Deal, because we make it easy, comfortable, and cost effective. Okay. We're going to make you comfortable. We're going to make you shine. If you're not talking to your customers, if you're, excuse me, Fred, if you're talking to your, yeah, I can think today. If you're talking to your customers, you already have content created. Think about this. Like, you're out there, you're networking, things like that. You're talking to your clients. You're talking about what it is that you do and things like that. So you have content. Okay. You go out and you do these presentations, all the time at networking, or your guest speaking, things like that. Let's get that on video. Let's keep that on a constant sales loop. Okay. Because while you are doing those meetings, or while you are doing those one-to-ones, or while you are providing those particular services, when those reels are out and they're out there on your platforms, and if you have a good CRM, you can preset those and things like that. They're on a continuous sales cycle. Even when you're sleeping, it could be somebody on the other side of the planet literally watching your reels while you're asleep. So let's keep that constant sales cycle rolling. The only way to do that is by creating those reels and doing that. So I know a lot of, like I said, pain points. People just fear being on video. Most business owners think that videos have to be, they have to be perfectly scripted, or the lighting's got to be just right, or editing, fancy transitions, and you got to post it on multiple platforms. Which that's not really what it takes to get your message across. And I know a lot of people just don't want to deal with that. But again, that's where we come in. That's where we try to make it easy, comfortable, and cost effective, because 37% of marketers haven't adopted video because they don't know where to start. and we're gonna transition out of that. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna go back a little bit. So, and here's the deal: we understand, okay, the pain points for business owners. A lot of the fear is that people, they're thinking like, oh, it's got to be perfectly scripted. I got to have the perfect lighting. I got to have all this fancy equipment, you know, and I have to do it on, multiple platforms and things like that. That's not really the case. Okay. It's really, people aren't looking for perfection. People are looking for the authenticity. Nobody's going to sell your company better than you. Nobody's going to tell your story better than you. Okay. So you need to be authentic. And, if things aren't exactly perfect, it's the message that people need to hear. People need to hear how passionate you are about your business. People need to hear about how passionate you are about the services that you provide. That's what's gonna do it. Not the perfect scripting or the perfect lighting or things like that. People want to get to know you. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. I said a lot of people hesitate on doing video because they really just don't know where to start. So, like I said, that's one thing that we do try to help with. Here's the deal. Like I said, we provide the scripting. We'll do the editing and things. What they're going to take all those things away because you didn't get in business to do that. You didn't get in business to create video. You got in business to pursue whatever your passion was, whether it's like turning wrenches or if you're a chef, you're cooking, things like that. If you're a CPA, you're crunching numbers. You're not here to make video. That's what we're here for, like I said, because that's the services that we provide. We try to take the like I said, people dread creating video content, and that's where we try to take that away from them. We try to take that dread away from them. Because we're here to help promote you. We're here to help make you shine. We're here to take the fear out of it. We're gonna do all the scripting. You don't have to write it yourself. The production, we have that. We handle all that as well. I'm gonna make you feel more confident. We're on screen. I have various testimonials, and you'll be one of them. Like I said, when you get done with shooting with me, you're gonna be like, "Wow, that was fun. It was easy." Like I said, I had a good time doing it. That's why we're here. This is not supposed to be like work. This is supposed to be like, hey, I'm talking about my business. I'm talking about my baby here. And you're supposed to have a good time doing it, and that's what we're all about. All you got to do is show up and speak. Okay, I'll do the rest. And like I said, as far as posting on platforms, we can't post those on the different platforms. If you hire us to do that, that's another service that we can provide. We can put you on LinkedIn and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and everything like that. So that's the one thing that has to be a part of your strategy this year. Putting out those videos, because there's a lot to it as far as like the SEO and the tags and descriptions and things like that. And there, that's another service that, we can provide. So that's one thing, when we provide a service, okay, a lot of people talk about they want to, do video and things like that, but they never actually get to doing it because they don't, want to, because it's too much words. People are always very worried about scripting. Okay. Your story is your script. Okay. And tell people about it. Tell people how you got started. Tell people what motivated you to do this thing. Tell people what got you through, your particular situation. Right. Because we know that video is going to build more trust because people are going to know, like, and trust you. They're going to get to know you a little bit better. So if you can speak it, you can shoot it. There's no acting required. Okay. So, I think that's one thing that if you could talk about your business for 30 seconds, you can be on film for 30 seconds. Okay. And if the reason that you haven't done videos is because you dread scripting, editing, posting, trying to figure out what works, that's exactly why Here's the Deal is here. That's exactly why we exist. You don't need to be polished. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up and tell your story. We handle the strategy. We handle the filming. We handle the editing. So if you're ready to stop thinking about doing video and start using video to grow your business, go to here's the deal.biz, book a quick call. Let's talk about it. Let's help you turn 30 seconds of conversation into actual content that sells.